So just
hey, Star fam. So I just I was like scrolling and I saw the preview for next week, and I'm watching it right now for Potomac.
I know you feel the same way.
You need to take more showers with me.
All right. He tries a lot, and I won't let him. He takes up the whole.
I do not. No.
Okay. All right. And he showers with lukewarm water. He has to go. Right, because I like it hot.
I use the same temperature you use.
We like the same temperature and heat in our water. Makes sense. It's economical.
It's really not that big of a deal.
It's not that big of a
I
deal.
don't see it as a big deal.
Get off our conversations and what we've done, right? And what we haven't done.
Yeah.
Right. They think it's a sexual thing when it's not. There's so many layers to our relationship, literally from childhood, that they will never understand.
No.
And they think we're in some tobacco, like some threesome together.
Oh, us three.
Us three.
Y'all doing too much.
Gordon's like, oh, you talking about us? right.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I don't know if Mia, Jacqueline, and G are sleeping together, but that scene, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? How are you? Hey, Miss Kaiser Showtime. What's up, Black Lavender? I'm ready for the mess. Yes, listen to Black Lavender. Everybody like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hey, some people, back again. Hey, Natalie, how are you? Yes, you made it. You made it. Black Lavender also said Karen wasn't making sure she took notes on was making sure she took notes on what not to do so her show doesn't stink. She sure was. Hey, Missy, how are you? Hey, Dr. M. Hey, Ryan. Hey, what's up, Pepe? Pepe say, hey, family, perfect timing for my drive home from work. Yay. Hey, Irene. Missy says, seeing Joe Claire was such a good throwback, and Karen had no idea who he was and was calling him the drunk host. I'm like, Joe Claire? Karen, come on. Hey, R.A. Oh, Lord. Mia's awful. Carlin says, Sesame Street character had me on the floor. Listen, Candace can read. Candace can read. Hey, Tia Bia, what's up? R.A. said, Mia is such an awful liar. You were checking out your friend's box because you wanted to be a gynecologist. Yeah, we'll get into that. That made no sense. Like, Mia volunteers information that she doesn't have to volunteer. It's like you volunteer information that you're lying about. You don't have to say anything. Shonda said, welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining at NikkiStar Live. Please like and subscribe for more great content. Thank you, Shonda. Hey, it's Latasha, and we're back. Hey, Eva, how are you? Hey, Courtney. Courtney said, y'all, I need this video up. I need this video up in patient first for my recheck. Going to be here forever. Got bit in the... Oh my gosh, Courtney, I'm so sorry. I'm a vet tech, unfortunate occupational hazard. Oh, I'm so sorry, Courtney. Oh, please get well soon, sis. So sorry. Thank you for being here. So sorry, sis. Missy said, how is Ashley's friend now bringing Eddie into this foolishness? I hated that comment. And here's Happy Eddie. You are such a follower. What beef you got with Wendy to be talking about her husband? And that's the thing. Y'all talk about Wendy's husband and her marriage. Then she claps back, and all of a sudden she went too far and y'all hate her. Oh, y'all annoying me. Hey, Drewski. Yeah, that Sesame Street character line was a lot. I was like, oh, Candace. She is not somebody you need to come for. I feel like the only person who could go toe-to-toe with her is Ashley. Everybody else, sit down. Hey, Busy, how are you, my love? So they think it's a sexual thing, but it's not. Mia made it that way. I can't. She sure did. She sure did. None of it had to be that way. But she's like volunteering this information that's like embarrassing your friend. And I do feel bad for Jacqueline because I just feel like she's protecting Mia in such a way that she just looks foolish, right? Because Mia's not protecting her in any kind of way. Mia's throwing her under the bus, you know, just playing in her face. And Jacqueline is riding for her, getting into unnecessary beasts, and your friend is playing you. Hey, Priscilla. Hey, Empress Energy for Life said, hey, back for another 1 a.m. live. What's up? Oh, guys, I'm going to be reviewing the new season of, I was going to say Love is Blind. Love Island UK. I finally got access. We up in there. But every day, y'all, I don't know if I can do it every day. Now, every other day, I'll see y'all. But every day, I don't know. What's up, Miss T? Hey, Miss Gigi said, hey again, Nikki. Watching Love in Paradise on TLC since I refuse to get Discovery Plus. It's a good show. It's a really, really good show. Hey, Makeup Addict. Oh, wait a minute. Let's get back to this. Somebody sent me some tea on that show. Miss Gigi88, how far are you into that season? Because, baby, I got some Shoreline tea. Baby. What's up, Makeup Addict? Makeup Addict said, I think Mia and Jacqueline are a scheme that Todd set up to be. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Shonda. Shonda said, please subscribe to Nikki's second channel, NikkiStar at Home. Please go over there and support your girl. I just put up another Vlogmas. Hey, Alana, how are you? Hey, David. David said, what? That was Joe Clear. Yeah, Joe Clear. Shonda said, Candace reads so effortlessly and accurately. It's like what she does. It's what she does. She's so good at it. She's so good at it. I can't believe that Karen didn't know who that was. Miss T said Karen's face is just Giselle's house kept together with tape and glue with everything. She's funny. She's funny. So I'm not surprised that she's going to be at the Improv. She's funny. I know she said she's the first non-comedian, but the Grand Dame is naturally funny. Hey, Samantha. Samantha said, hey, Nikki, I'm catching your live yet again. Yay. Happy holidays. Listen, we're going to be like this holiday break. We're going to be like this. We got time. Let's do it. Hey, Drewski. Drewski said, oh, no, hopefully all is well, Courtney. Yes. Hopefully all is well, Courtney. Please keep us posted. Dr. Rim said, I've always wanted to be a doctor, but never not once. Look at my I think she was lying. I think if anything, they did have a little, something probably for some men. You know what I mean? Like they probably did a little something for some coin for some rich guys back in the day. And Mia's telling half the story. Tia B, it says, so sorry to hear that, Courtney. Hopefully you'll heal soon. Yes, keep on sending Courtney some love. Keep on sending Courtney some love. Miss GG88 said, I live in Maryland and Potomac, and Joe Clear comes on our local Fox 5 as a commentator. Oh, great. He must be in the area then. He must live in that area. So thirsty. So thirsty. And I honestly, when I saw that Candace called her the Sesame Street character, I was just like, this is not going to be a good episode for her. I feel like next week's episode is going to be rough for that chick. I think that's going to be a rough episode for that woman. Poor thing. Hey, Courtney. Courtney said my face is fine, y'all. Thanks for the praise. I just wanted to recheck it because it was right by my eye. Okay, good. Good. Hey, Missy. Missy said Ashley's friend wants to be on the show real bad. Yeah, but see, she better watch Jacqueline. Jacqueline wanted to be on the show real bad, and look at her. Look at her getting played left and right by her bestie. Yikes. Josie said, did you see the Green Eye Baddies on Watch What Happens Live? Oh, yeah. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw clips. The way y'all dragged them was insane. I mean, they denied everything. They were awful. They were nasty. They were mean. They weren't kind to, viewer critique. And it's just, they don't feel like they're disposable. And honestly, I don't think that Giselle is. Robin, not so much. Missy said her car is in her name. Jacqueline, Mia is not your friend. Yeah, that part, it's in her name. They didn't ask you that. A mess. Too much. Because she's a liar. She is a habitual liar. And the thing about being a habitual liar is you have to be able to keep up with them lies. And Mia can't. She cannot. Hey, Ryan, how are you, boo? Hey, E for Empathy said, I'm back, Nikki and the Star fam. Yes, thank you for being here. Can Wendy get some vindication for the lies about Mia? I think Wendy has been fully vindicated. She's good. She's good. Like everybody is finally able to see what this girl has been talking about the whole time. It's Natasha said, is Miss Sesame a friend of, or is she catching strays? I think she's a friend of. I think so. I mean, she was introduced in the first episode as Ashley's friend. And it's so obvious that Ashley and the Green Eye Bandits, sat with her and fed her some information and basically used her as the one to come on the show to say things that they don't want to say because they don't want to give viewer backlash. But they set her up to fail. They set that girl up to fail. Next, I don't know if it's going to come on next week. I think the next episode is January 1st. That's not going to be a good look for her, unfortunately. Black Lavender said, what's up, Ryan? Hey KB, how are you? Ryan says she invited the dragation. She tried to assist in ruining a marriage. Yeah, yeah. Some people said Ashley's friend needs to watch out for Ashley because she will turn on her too. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yasmin said I can't find it in me to feel bad for Deborah. Is that Chris Samuels in the lace front? I don't know what her name is. Is that her? She looks more like Chris. With her hair straight, I'm like Chris Samuels. Oh my gosh, she looks so much like that man. That's crazy. What if that's his biological sister? She needs to look into that. That would be something if she ends up being his sister. E for Empathy said, are we really supposed to believe that both of those men were creeping in on the same woman at the same party that both of their wives are at while both are mic'd up and being filmed? And this messy show got none of that. They didn't get none of it on the mic. They didn't get no footage of that. But you know what it is? And let's talk real here. Let's talk real here. This is how a lot of light-skinned Black women with a certain curl pattern walk around the world thinking that that's how people feel about them. And that's all because of colorism. Because there's no way, right? There's no way that that woman actually believes that those men were flirting with her, right? The only way she could believe that is if she was able to walk through the world, and because she had a certain curl pattern, a certain hair length, and because her skin was a little fair, people treated her differently, and she actually thought that she was that girl. But at the end of the day, it's giving Chris Samuels in a lace front. No shade. No shade. We're just being honest here, right? But because my community make people who look like that think they the best thing that ever happened to them because they got a drop of white in them, right? So you're precious. You're automatically gorgeous. She's walking around here like Happy Eddie and Chris was trying to get with me. Why do you think that? What's in your mental that makes you think that? Because everybody watching this is like, ma'am, absolutely not. But you think that you're that girl. Why is that? It's the Black community's fault. Hey, Kathy. Kathy said the whole plot of Candace and Wendy takedown is exposed. Just sloppy and irritating. Absolutely. 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 They're all being exposed. Hey, Kim. Kim said, hi, Nikki. New subby from the yes, what's up? From the Colorism collab you did with Make It Make Sense, Brooke Ashley and Layla Lynn. Love your opinion. Oh, thank you, Kim. Thank you for joining us. She absolutely used her friend. And I'm telling you, that friend is going to get so dragged, Ashley is not going to claim her. Oh, that's her name. Oh, Deborah. Okay, we're going to call her that. I'm sorry. Especially with her hair straight. With her hair straight, I was like, oh my God, this is Chris. This is Chris. Ciao. This is Chris. She got that from her brother. She got that from her brother. It's not that late. It's not that late for me, really. It's what? What is it over here? It's like 8:30. I'm grown. That's early. It's a delusion of privilege. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Guys, I'm telling you right now, this is why I was just like, the Black community, you got to shut up. You got to mind your business. And I don't like, when Black people say we are not like our ancestors, trying to like insult our ancestors, I'm just like, you absolutely are not like our ancestors. Black people get on all these social media platforms and tell all the community business. All the community business. So much so, non-Black people are profiting off of all the things that we say. Right now, there's this TikToker, this white boy blowing up, telling white people and Black people jokes, right? Basically saying white people do stuff like this and Black people do stuff like this. But it's everything that he is recreating in his videos is stuff that Black people have been saying, stuff that Black people have been sharing, stuff that, Black people just put out there on all those platforms. He is now taking that and making money off of it, right? And it's because I don't know what it is with this generation of us, but I'm like, we come from people who literally drew maps in our hair, right? Literally drew maps in our here and use that to run for freedom. We don't tell our business like that. But this generation just tells everything, so much to the point where now Black people just feel like they know us and they can do everything. I remember not too long ago, this Alabaster approached me with so much freaking confidence that I was just like, what's up? What's up with me? What was I looking like that day with this? It wasn't even like a Chris Evans Alabaster. It was just like, you know, a regular. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like if you approach me, it got to be the cream of the crop. Like, if you jumping out of your community to come to something else, you got to come correct. It was like a regular Jacqueline. I was like, what the hell is going on? What I look like? Right? But I feel like he was able to confidently approach me because we be telling our business so much that he looked at me and he was like, she probably has nobody interested in her. She's dark. She's available for the picking. I felt some sort of way. I said, wait a minute. Is he listening to the community secrets that we are telling to everybody? I couldn't believe it. But that is the problem with this generation. Everybody knows our business because we sit on this internet and tell it. Tell community secrets to everybody. So everybody know that now. Everybody knows. They be up there talking about colorism. And I'm like, what the hell you know about colorism? How you know about light skin? They call themselves light skin? Baby, that's our problem. And that's our fault. And we're doing it again with that white boy on TikTok. He gonna blow up. He gonna blow up, and y'all gonna get upset when y'all find him using the N-word in the video that was in 2015. It's gonna happen. Hey, Yasmin. Yasmin said Deborah Sanders in a lace front. You know what? Let that end right here before that just takes off. Jesus. Seems like the type that thinks that any man that's nice to her is hitting on her. Yep. You know what, Ryan? I will not click on that comment. Akusua said, oh, I see we telling the truth about folks up in here tonight. The truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. Not Deborah. That's her name. Deborah. Sierra said, which Sesame Street character do you think Candy thought she looked like? It's giving Elmo. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I think Candace said Sesame Street, but she meant Barney. I'm telling you. Ask Candace. I think she meant Barney, but Sesame Street just came out. I'm telling you, I think I know what Candace meant. Megan said, yeah, even in Mia's first season, when she was implying that Eddie was looking at her or whatever. Yeah, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all think those men are looking at y'all because y'all like. That's it. Y'all like and y'all got a certain kind of texture here. That's it. You thinking that because Eddie got this dark-skinned wife, he must be fiending for you. Delusional. We got to stop that. Y'all got to stop capping up the light brights. Y'all are lying to them. Lying to them. Half of these light brights look like Bow. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But because of how the Black community treats them, they just think that they the bee's knees. It was not too long ago, this video of this light-skinned couple with light eyes went viral because they were talking about how pretty their kids was going to be. And it was just like regular people with light eyes. And everybody was just like, absolutely. But they sat up here on the internet and felt confident saying that because they're light. They thought that that's it. That's all I need. And honestly, sometimes that's all you need. Miss T said, make it make sense at the thumbnail with Ashley. And oh my God, he's so messy. He's so messy. Hey, Asatu, what's up from France? Listen, I'm coming to visit you. I've seen enough of what I needed to see in France. France. I've seen enough of what I needed to see. I'm coming over there. I'm coming over there. CM said, ain't just this generation. Since integration, in order to get accepted, folks started telling things to kick in. That's very true. That's very true. Some people said people think telling our business is healing a community, and it's the opposite, right? Because everybody's just watching and taking notes. Watching and taking notes. Akosua said, oh, Nikki, the realness you speak is just touching to my heart. Oh, I feel a tear coming. Tell it, child. Oh, thank you. Hey, Ken. Ken said, Nikki, he thought he was invited to the cookout. I couldn't believe it. I was like, is it because I'm wearing Crocs? Missy said, with Nikki and Candace's description there, I'm just picturing Sesame Street. I'm telling you, I think she meant Barney. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. The message is in the music, right? Like we come from wade in the water, right? That's what our people did. They think we out there just singing a happy little song. We telling everybody where we gonna leave and what time, and they don't even know what's going on. Not today. Not today. We giving the oppressors the coordinates, telling them where to go, sending pictures and all kinds of videos. It's a mess. It's a mess. I was so confused. I was like, what's going on? Because how you think I'm available? How you so confident? I couldn't, it was a regular. I was hurt. Wasn't even like a Travis Kelce or nothing, just a regular one. The ones that they get. Squeeze me. Don't you ever get it twisted. Hey, Sierra. Sierra said now she's available for the picking. He had to have to, I don't know. It could have been the Crocs. It could have been the Crocs, but I just felt like he was far too confident. Far too confident. Spice and Sauce said, child didn't know about colorism because it comes from them. True. Hey, Mommy said it started with Gen X. They are parents and grandparents of the latest generation. The younger groups had to learn it from somewhere. True. Drewski said Deborah is not okay. All right. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that, Miss T. But remember when they used to be nervous and they would never approach us because they were just like, oh, Black women don't like us. That don't happen no more. That don't. Somebody done told them that's not the truth. As Latasha said, I can't believe the masses didn't learn from. Nope, they never learned. They never learned. And it's freaking blue check Blacks doing it, sharing his content. And I'm like, he about to blow up. And then you're going to do these think pieces about how, modern day minstrels are taking over Black culture. Well, y'all did it. You were his first audience. Ugh. Like just basic, generic, low-hanging fruit Black jokes. And he's blowing up because of Black people. I can't get mad at the boy. Get your coin. Get your coin. Okay. All righty. Okay. I'm about to start reading these comments before I click on them. Empathy says someone posted that. Okay. The next episode is going to be a bloodbath. The next episode is going to be a bloodbath. She's not. I thought she was. I think that's what Candace was talking about. I think so. What's up, poor Shakala? Yes, Sierra, I like the video. Thank you, Samantha. Samantha said, let's tell it. Ashley's okay. Like Eddie and Chris don't want y'all. The darker the berry, the sweeter juice, period. Do y'all date myself here. Y'all remember in Fame where Leroy was dancing with that sister and the white girl, the ballerina, they were flirting or whatever. And she was just like, Leroy doesn't want you. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. And the ballerina was like, yeah, but who wants diabetes anyways? And spins out of the room. The way me and my friends recite that, baby. Who wants diabetes anyways? Asatu said, yes, Mia and Zipporah thought that being biracial overshadowed the fact that they are okay. Yes, he said someone posted a picture of Deborah next to we have gone full make it make sense in here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Asatu said same to the turkey neck. She thinks but it's the truth. It's the truth. It is the truth. Asatu said, yes, if you come over here, you are more than welcome. Listen, I've seen what I needed to see. I'm at that World Cup. I said, what's going on? What's going on over there? I need to get over there real quick. I said, so this is the whole team? What's going on? Let me go over there and get my 90-day fiance bag. Hey, Eva, it had to be the Crocs. You know what? I'm thinking about it now. it was the Crocs. He was like, I like your Crocs. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then he looked down at his feet and he had on the same Crocs. So it was that. It was that. But that wasn't an invitation. Back up. Hey, Sarah. Sarah said, right. I need to know how France had all them black soccer players. Guess Jay-Z was right. You know what? A lot of people have been telling me that France is blackity black. I need to know. A croissant and a mandingo? Yes, please. Oh, I'm sorry, Alicia. Well, at least you're here. At least you're here. Let me, y'all got me cracking up. Let me start this review. Miss T said, Chris said he won't barbecue this year at the cookout for Candace. He is sick of this show because on Watch What Happens Live, Giselle was like, that Chris apologized because he knows that what he did was wrong. And he responded on Twitter. He said, there she goes again, twisting the truth. So I'm interested to see, I'm interested in this reunion. I want to see how that's all going to play out because I don't think they filmed it yet or they're about to. Megan said, wait, who are we talking about? Matter of fact, I don't care. Yeah, it's not important. Same goes for biracial girls. The Black community, cap your hands up. Cap your hands up. CM said, I mean, makes sense. Ashley and Deborah were all friends. True. Hey, Dolce Delicious, thank you so much for the super chat. Dolce said, Giselle and Robin act like Candy isn't an attractive woman. She's gorgeous. Yep. We know why they act like that. Oh, y'all are in y'all dragon bag. Y'all tired. Y'all tired of this cast. And I understand. Dolce said, my mom always says that line, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Yeah, E for Empathy said, I watched Real Girlfriends in Paris. I was pleasantly surprised. Listen, I've seen enough. All them little dancing TikTok videos that go viral, all them black men dancing, all from France. How I know you go in the comments, everything is in French. I'm like, oh, I'll be there. I renewed my passport. Johnny's acting channel, what's up? Said, hey, Nikki, you killing me with reading the comments. Give this one an Oscar. Thank you. Hey, yep, that's D said, I just popped in. We talking about Deborah. She was sitting, okay. I'm gonna have to block that woman from this. Poor Jacqueline said, I think if she does something, okay. With me walking away. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. With me walking, I said, have a good day. Have a good day. No. Absolutely not. You're not playing in my face. You're not getting me jumped by my ancestors. Some people said France got mad. I knew it. What did I tell y'all about Congolese men? Girl, too, went to visit my mom. Of course, this was the whole street. Ciao. I'm about to be in my 90-day fiance bag, and it's okay. Oh, I do. I think it's in here. Is it not in the? Yeah, it should be. My PayPal is NikkiNicoleStar TV at gmail.com. Thank you so much, Stacy J. It's in the you see right here? Oh, hold up. It's in here. Listen, I'm just trying to go back home, y'all. Yes, I would love to. CM said Beavis and Butthead nor Baby Bop deserve this slander. Why was she? I'm telling you, it is because the biracialness of it all, the light of it all, the hair texture of it all. It's because of that this woman stands next to Candace and just like, oh, of course our man wants me. I'm telling you that what we see, she don't see that. She don't see that. She does not see that. Sierra said, oh wait. Tupac said, the darker the flesh, the deeper the root. It was such a cutie. My God, today. Sierra said, it just feels like Giselle and them were casted in Hairspray as record shop kids, as opposed to the nicest kids in town. They throw a fit. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But you know, it's their time to get dragged, and we're gonna let it go. We're gonna let it go. Y'all were awful this season. Giselle and Robin, you were awful this season. Ashley's always awful, but she's good TV, so we excuse it. But Mia, you know, everybody who's getting dragged deserves it. I gotta be honest with you. I don't think that anybody is overreacting. You know, listen, I can't do a whole trip. Missy, I can't do a whole trip. I had to shut the whole trip down. Here is why. Every time I want to do a whole trip, it's something has happened, like some kind of pandemic, some kind of plague. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like whole trips are just not for me. I can't do them. I can't do them. Every whole trip that I have planned, it has fallen apart. I'm done. I'm just going to stay chaste until my Congolese prince finds me. Asatu said, I can't believe that. Oh. You know, I'm gonna start reading these. Poor Shacqueline said enough. She said Michael made a pass at her. It would be more believable. Absolutely. Absolutely. No shade, but she seems right up Gollum's alley. Shonda said, please subscribe to Nikki's second channel, NikkiStar at home. Thank you, Shonda. What's up, Tatiana? Tatiana said, yes, Nikki. I saw you on the colorism panel. You were so on point. Love your commentary. Oh, thank you, Tatiana. Thank you for being here. Pepe said, most Francophone countries in the diaspora have communities in France. Take your pick, Nikki. Haitian, Congolese, Benin, Senegalese. Oh, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be up in there. Dolce Delicious said, Giselle saying that social media does pay her. Shaking my head, does. Oh, social media does without an audience. The show is dead. True. True. Very, very true. They were acting like the fans didn't have, like they didn't matter. And I'm like, that's the worst place to be in, especially as a reality TV star. That is the worst place to be in. Stage 4 Indo Fighter Day by Day. Thank you for being here. Said, hey, Nikki and Star family, it's been a minute. It has, but glad to see you tonight. It did. It looked a lot better this episode. It really, really did. She's listening. Finally. Masatu said, I might not watch next season if Andy does not hold these two heifers with green eyes accountable. I don't think so. I don't think he will. I don't think he will. Missy said, we have been talking and not gotten to into the review yet. We haven't. Oh, no. You know what? Every time I say that, every time I put up any guy, y'all all like, no. Oh, praise the Lord, I'm on live. Yeah, she's home. I love you. Bye. All right, let's get into this review. Oh gosh, y'all have had me on the floor. So the first scene that we have is Karen and Giselle meet up to gossip about Mia. This is why these two, I think, will continue to go on with the show, because they just have a good connection. They have good energy together. This was a really, really fun scene. Karen and Giselle are good when they're at war, and they're good when they're at peace, which is what I'm trying to get Ashley and Candace to understand. But I've given up on Ashley and Candace. I've given up on them being friends. I've given up on Ashley ever picking up on the fact that her and Candace would be stronger together, like as frenemies, as Giselle and Karen are. But like, for some reason, you know, Ashley can't get it, and I'm tired of trying to holding out for her to get it. Candace just needs to move on and keep her at bay. But Giselle and Karen were so good in this scene. It was just so fun, and just some gossiping back and forth. You could tell that there has been like some real friendship under there. It's very obvious that the Grand Dame cannot stand Giselle, nor can she stand Robin. But I think she does have more of a like and more of a relationship with Giselle, which is why this conversation was just so easy, so fun, so light. Giselle was cracking up so much she had to look at the producers because she was dying, because the Grand Dame just had her in stitches, and that is what we love about them. They are great central characters to this show. Mia, I don't know where you stand or where you're going to be at the reunion, but I don't know what more do you need to know that Giselle is not your friend, because she's sitting up here gossiping with you to Karen, and you're going to blame Karen because of what Giselle tells you. And you have not seen this scene, so you don't know that Giselle brought Karen into this conversation. And Karen was just giving her information from the conversation that she had with you. But Giselle started it all. She's so great at starting conflict within this group and allowing it and allowing any accountability or any fault like to touch her. Like she escapes all of it. She started that whole mess with Monique, and to this day, Monique still blames Candace. Giselle is a genius at stirring the pot and getting the hell out of there. She's so good at that because Mia now this season, for the remainder of the season, is going to have a problem with the Grand Dame, not knowing, or I don't know if she knows at this point, but not knowing that Giselle started all of this. Giselle literally planned that scene, called Karen over and said, we have stuff to talk about. And the stuff was Mia and Jacqueline and their, kind of little weird, we gotta be honest, a little weird of a friendship. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for the Cash App. Rebecca said, for girl, the way I'm laughing at these Deborah jokes, it's the Star family. Thank you so much for the Cash App, Jessica. But yeah, so Giselle, let's be honest here. Giselle was the one, along with Robin, who piggyback off of that, but she was the one who cast doubt on Mia's cancer story. Even though her and Wendy do not get along, Wendy would not drag Mia on camera. She acted as if she believed that she only got the hot mic moment, but she did not know that she was being filmed. She was talking to a producer, right? But on camera, she did not deny Mia's story. What Giselle did, that was her first one of the first things she wanted to talk about. That Mia does not seem believable, right? And now here we have her talking about your marriage and your friendship with your really good friend, trying to bastardize that with the information that you gave her, but you still consider this woman a friend. Watch your back. You too, Jacqueline. Watch your back. I'm really proud of Candace. I am really proud of Candace. I will say, out of the women that we have seen on this show and the careers that have been launched outside of this reality TV show, I feel like Candace is the one that's the most significant, I won't say significant, but I feel like she's the one that's making the most progress, in my opinion, right? Like, we have the season where she said this is what she wanted to do. Then you see her next season meeting with producers and signing contracts, right? Then the next season, you see her talking with big producers, Jazzy Faye and all of them, wanting to work with her, getting writers, filming a music video. Now, we see her not only filming a, bigger budget music video, but she has Trina, who agreed to be on the track, and now she's opening up for respected R&B singers and about to go on tour. Like, every season, it has gotten better for her career-wise outside of this show. Really, really proud of her. And she's also doing acting that she's not really bigging up like that, but I'm just like, I really see a great career for Candace outside of this show. And she, went back to school, got her master's, so now she can negotiate her contracts in a much better way and get more respect, get more coin. Proud of her. She's doing, like, for me, I feel like Candace is doing what you should be doing with these reality TV shows. I always say, if you're going to go on reality TV, please get something out of it, because they're going to own this character of your life for forever, and they're going to profit off of it for forever. So you better get something out of it. And I think Candace is doing exactly what you should do with reality TV. Really flabbergasted that Robin, like, the cojones, I just don't get it. To be able to not only sit down with Juan and say, hey, not only do I want a prenup, I want to get a cheating clause, right? To ask him for a prenup, foul, flag on the play, line cross. I can't believe you asked that man for a prenup because you're making a little bit of coin with this show or with your podcast and a few hats. I can't believe you looked at him, the man whose savings you lost, just gave up because you were just doing something, right? To say to him, oh, I want you to sign this because I want my stuff to be protected. You don't have no stuff. You don't have, like, we have to be real here. You were on this show, Robin, because you're his wife or were his ex-wife. You got in the room because they were calling you Juan Dixon's ex-wife, Juan Dixon's baby mama. They never said your name. They never said your name. And then to look at this man and say, I want a prenup to protect my stuff, the assets that I was able to accumulate and build, the money that I was able to to accumulate because I'm connected to you. I want to cut you off from that if everything doesn't go well. That's his money. I'm sorry. Everything that you earn from this show is his money as well, because without him, you wouldn't have it. We just have to be real here. You know, I always ride with the women, but I feel like Robin is just being ridiculous. Now that cheating clause, I kind of, you know, I kind of got to rock with her on that, because the Grand Dame has been saying since season 1 that Juan has a girlfriend. So I don't know. Robin did say when they divorced, he was dating somebody and it was like just hell for her. She just felt like she was being tormented by that girl. So I get that. But that's the only way I feel like Robin should protect herself. The money, that's his money. That's his money. And if he got a good lawyer could argue that. A good lawyer could argue that. I'm sorry. To tell that man he can't have none of that, if everything don't work out, that's his money. You should be lucky that he says that you can have it. He has been your storyline every season. Every season. He's still your storyline because your wedding to him is the storyline. I will say, I knew that they were together for a very long time. I did not know that they had been together since they were 16. Ay, Robin. Maybe that's why you're so angry. You need new people. I just feel like Robin should experience, maybe you just need to experience another, more, I don't know. Maybe you need a whole season. I don't know. I'm just like, that's it. Because she never said that she was dating anybody. She said that when they divorced, he started dating somebody else. So you ain't seen nobody else? All you know is Juan? Child. I hope you know how to lay pipe, because my God, today, if that's all, you know what? Let me move on. Anyway, kidney stones ain't nothing to play with. Shout out to Wendy for still getting some footage in on this season, because had it been me, I would have been like, oh, I'm not filming. I'll see y'all in a freaking month. I'm getting kidney stones removed. My God, today. I've never experienced it. I've never went through that. But my roommate, I'm not just gonna call her roommate, my really good friend also she had to pass her kidney stones naturally. Like there was nothing that they can do, because her doctors were like, it's on its way out. So you just gotta let it come out. And watching her go through that excruciating pain, and there was nothing she could do but pass those freaking things. That is nothing to play with. How Wendy went through glam, got that wig glued on, got lashes, how on her Fashion Over onesies. I was like, how you did all of that and you went through 2 surgeries for kidney stones? Girl, I would have missed a couple episodes and been okay with it. But shout out to her for going through all that and still filming. Wouldn't have been me, but good for you. Good for you. Wendy's daughter is so sweet. She is so sweet. She's feeding her mama soup. She's rubbing on her mama, make sure her mama is okay. Annoying the hell out of her mom, because her mom is on all this medication and don't feel like it, but the baby don't care. She just want to make sure her mama is okay. I love that family. And I'm so glad that no matter what, they have been through it, right? No matter what, they are still together and they still love each other up and down. I love Wendy and Eddie, Wendy and Idris. I love them and their kids. They're gorgeous kids. Wendy's mama wasn't breast implants. Did she say implants? She said she want new boobs, because she said that when she was breastfeeding all of her children, they just changed her breast. I understand that, ma'am. Well, aren't you in your 60s? I just feel like at a certain age, you should not be wanting to willingly go under anesthesia, right? Because don't that slow down your heart? I just feel like at a certain age, you just need to stay out of the doctor, the surgeon, and all that stuff as much as you possibly can. You need to be thanking the Lord You don't have to go to no kind of hospital, no kind of patient care at your big age. What do you want to do to these titties that are so important that you would risk your life? I'm so glad that none of her kids are paying her any mind. She was just like, I want to get new breasts and I want you guys to do that for me. Not at 60. Not in your, you're not healing the same. No, I just absolutely not. Get some filler. Get some filler and be happy, but don't, no. You can go to a nice bra company. There's a good bra place out here, not out here, but in LA called Up Where They Belong. They put your boobs in the right place and they give you the proper support. But ma'am, no, don't do that. That's ridiculous. And I'm glad your kids are not paying you any kind of mind. Okay, so Wendy and Mia showering, not Wendy and Mia, child. Mia and Jacqueline showering together. I thought the ladies were joking about that, about how close they are. I didn't know they actually took showers together. Why? They couldn't wait 30 minutes to get in after somebody? Why did they have to shower together? I'm not saying that that's weird, but I am saying that that's weird. What was the reason? Were y'all rushing? That's a bit abnormal. That's a bit abnormal. If it's just a platonic friendship, if you all have done some things where you feel comfortable enough to get to that point where you do stuff like that, then that makes sense. But Jacqueline is saying the relationship is one thing and Mia is saying it's another. So I don't know. I don't know who's telling the truth. We know that Mia is a full-on liar, but I don't know. Speaking of Mia being a liar, I don't think she examined Jacqueline's coochie because she was studying to be a gynecologist. I don't believe that. I'm gonna be real with you, right? They give me fun time girls, and fun time girls in a sense where we all know of these ladies, right? Somebody be in the chat. What's up? There's no judgment here. There's no judgment here. But you know those girls who don't come from much, right? Don't have much money, but it's just like, we're gonna go to Miami, we're gonna go to the Dominican Republic, we're gonna go somewhere, have a good time, but we ain't got no money, right? But we got coochie, right? And we know how to trick real quick. When I used to work at the Gap, we used to have good time girls coming in all the time. Y'all know, I'm telling you, the 34th Street Gap was a mess back in the day, right? So we used to have these fun time girls who would come in there all the time. They would, be going just in New York vacation or whatever, but they ain't got no coin. And it's always some rich guys right around there looking for some young girls to flex on, right? And they used to always come in, have these guys buy up the store and leave and go to the hotel right across the street, do what they got to do, leave some money in their bags. That's what Mia and Jacqueline give me. Like back in the day, they were these good time girls and they did what they needed to do, right? And finally, both snagged the big fish, or one of them snagged the big fish, and they kept them in rotation with the big fish's friends. So they no longer had to do that with just every and anybody. Now they had a select crew of men to pick from. You know who was really good at that? Really good at that? What's that woman's name? Because I'm thinking of her child. But I need to think of the mother. Kim Kardashian's mom. What is her name? Kris Jenner. Let me tell you something. The ultimate good time girl. Her, Faye Resnick, and Nicole Brown Simpson. Let me tell you something. Them good time girls ran with the dudes that had money. And then all of a sudden they all got married and now they just became these little housewives. But back in the day, them good time girls was running through NFL teams. That's what Jacqueline and Mia give me. So, it's just like, you meet the guy and you're just like, you can have me and her, but this is for how much, stuff like that. But they don't hoe all the time, right? They hoe on vacation, you know what I mean? Or they hoe for Christmas gifts. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. I hope I'm explaining it because this happens. Like, this is the real world, right? A lot of people do this. So I think that that's the kind of friendship that they had. So maybe sexual things are not as weird to them because they were good time girls. And this is just like, oh, this is what we did, right? We banged this, that Sultan guy in Dubai because he paid for our whole trip. but we didn't think much of it. We just banged it one time and then we got, 50,000. So that's what I get from them. That's why they're so lackadaisical and everything. So I don't think that Mia was examining her coochie because she was being a gynecologist. I think they probably did something for some money, with some dudes watching, some rich guys watching. It could have been G or whoever, and that is how she was able to see her friend's coochie. That's what I get from them. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Peter's girlfriend was once first started off as Mia and Mr. G's girlfriend, and then Peter got in the mix and he took her away and started dating her. Good time girls. Good time girls. This is what they do. Also, rich people, hella freaky. Because how y'all still chill after something like that? Hella freaky. Let's move on. Karen had me on the floor when she was at the Reasonably Shady taping. She's just naturally funny. Just naturally funny. Like she was just like, oh, let me find out what not to do. Drunk host, nope. And then when she got in there, she's like, oh, it's rather empty. It was like these people paid their hard-earned money and had 10 to 20 seats in between all of them. She cannot stand those two, and I love it. And then when the Black Bill Gates was like, this is something else, and she was like, this is something not. This is much or nothing. Much or nothing. No shade, right? But I did think that it was a little odd that this podcast, right, with two people from, let's be honest, a hit TV show on Bravo, but under a major network, which is NBC, could not fill out that theater. No shade, I'm being real honest. I could do those numbers and don't nobody know who I am, right? Well, I'm not saying nobody. The Star family knows who I am, but I'm not on a show for 20 weeks, right, out of the year that brings in millions of viewers. I felt like that theater would have been packed out and a line would have been around the theater, wrapped around twice, right? Wouldn't that make sense? That was very odd to me that place, it was slim in that theater. Slim. And it seems like they had to bring everybody to one part so that it could look fuller, especially for filming. But even when they tried to film to make it look fuller, you still saw so many empty seats. That was odd to me. Very, very odd to me. So is the podcast not doing as great as they said it is? Because they were saying that they got over 1 million stream downloads or something like that. That seems really huge. That seems really, really huge. That's weird to me. That is weird to me. Mia, another instance that Giselle is not your friend because Giselle brings up the conversation that she had with Karen talking about Mia and Jacqueline's friendship, and she's grilling Jacqueline. Jacqueline, I gotta be honest, I think she's a good friend to Mia. She defends Mia to no end. She does not check Mia in front of the other ladies. She really rides for her, even when she herself is looking foolish, right? Because in this instance, Jacqueline is not saying anything. She's playing coy, but I think she doesn't know what Mia has told the ladies. So she doesn't want to say anything. So when Mia finally was called over, she was just like, yeah, I didn't want to say anything because you weren't here. So now that they want to have the conversation, I feel better having it with you being here. But Mia didn't help her, right? Because Giselle is just like, well, Mia was making it sound like she bought your Porsche. And then Jacqueline was just like, no. And Mia was like, well, it's in her name. So what is that supposed to mean, right? Because she didn't say no, right? She didn't say no. My friend got her own coin. I was just saying, like, if she ever needed anything, I would rob her because that's like my friend, that's my sister, whatever. You are still alluding to the fact that you bought her Porsche. And Jacqueline is saying that you didn't, right? I don't know who to believe, right? I don't know if Jacqueline is not saying that Mia bought her Porsche because she doesn't want to be embarrassed, or if Mia is just claiming that and Jacqueline doesn't want to embarrass her friend, so she's not saying anything. Really, really weird dynamic. Really, really weird dynamic between these two. I will say, I feel like the next episode is just going to be more Candace dragging the Sesame Street character. My God, today. I don't really follow these ladies' Instagrams or Twitters or whatever. But Candace, when this episode comes out, I'm gonna be sitting in her Twitter comments because I know she's going to be lighting that girl up. Her and Chris. Her and that husband can read. Okay. That's one thing. They cuss each other out, but baby, when they tag team read, it's a situation. That's all I wanted to talk about. Let me get into your comments. Let me scroll up because baby, we in here talking and I love it. Hold on. Let me. I got that one. Right? Yeah, I got that super chat. I'm not clicking on that. I am not clicking on that. Asasu said, I would never understand the fascination that those women have for Giselle. She's not the matriarch of that show, but you have to realize Giselle was the first lady for a very long time. She knows how to talk to people. She knows how to keep people on a leash. She knows how to remain favorable. She's really good at this. I'm telling you, her being a first lady really trained her for this show. It really, really set her up for success on this show. Because if you watch it, she operates like a first lady. She really does. She's still in that role. Dolce said the numbers are numbering for me. Did they make $14K after paying themselves back or $4K total? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about that. Something was off with that. Kathy said, Nikki, you don't even need to recap the show. Reading the comments is way more entertaining. It is. It is. Y'all were reading. Oh my goodness. Y'all were reading. Dolce said Mia is a liar as well, so I don't believe her about anything she says. True. And the thing about it is, I don't believe that anything that she says is true, right? But Jacqueline not denying anything and just waiting for Mia to speak, she's a really good friend. But I think at some point, girl, you got to stand up for yourself because your friend is playing you. Miss T said, almost forgot that maybe not real cancer storyline because she dropped it. She dropped it as soon as possible. She dropped it as soon as possible. Booked and busy for sure. Booked and busy for sure. I think so. I think so as well. Because I think that music is her passion. And I think that when it takes off, I don't think she's going to be on this show fighting these ladies anymore. I think she's going to pull a Bethany. I think she's going to be very successful outside of the show more than Bethany. Because Bethany had to come back to the show that she cannot stand several times. And now she's doing a podcast about the show that she cannot stand. But I think once Candace leaves the show, I think she'll be good and she won't have to return. So yeah, very proud of her. Very, very proud of her. Yasmin said Robin signed a prenup. Juan should too. I disagree. To be honest with you, Robin should have signed that prenup in the beginning, right? But when they first got married, she didn't have any assets to protect. So she said, and she even said this. She said, wait, I didn't have anything. So I was just like, sure, I didn't have nothing to protect. So of course I signed it, but now I have stuff. Now I have assets to protect. So I want Juan to sign this prenup. And I get it. I get why she would think that, but the audacity to think that everything you have attained at this moment that you want to protect is because of you is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You cannot remove him from those earnings. You can't. JG said, very true. I never looked at it that way. She does owe Juan something. She owes him everything. They never said her name in the casting office. It was, this is who Juan Dixon is married to, or Juan Dixon's ex-wife, or Juan Dixon's baby mama, Juan Dixon, Gabrielle Union's boyfriend. Let me back out of there. CM said, to be honest, Robin would have done better without Juan, especially since her family funded them. Yeah, like the family essentially took care of him. And he even said it too. Drewski said, isn't the story that she lost all of Juan's money and that's why she's broke? Yep. Gave it to his bestie. And he invested it and was saying that he was going to flip it. Never happened. Momi said, I heard that Candace said that she's giving herself 5 years to be on the show. Yes, treat the platform like a stepping stone, not a retirement plan. Yep. Oh, really? Child, don't tell the grand dame that tea. Some people said if Juan gets in legal troubles because of his college stuff, this prenup may help him too. True. It may. CM said when he got kicked out of the league overseas, he came back. Robin has others as well. I hope so. But why do you keep on calling her Ric Flair? Asatu said Ric Flair was ready to experience with these kids on the beach. She was. But he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe that she said that to him. That's what I heard, Asatu. That's what I heard. Wendy said, Miss T said, Wendy's mom said you need wine and spicy food. Oh, I was hollering when Wendy was like, Mom, just make me soup. I don't want no Nigerian soup. I don't want all of that. Just give me soup. Her mom was so upset she flipped that pot because she was about to get to shaking and baking. And Wendy was like, just heat me up some soup, Mom. That's it. Oh, she's so cute. And I love the baby's hair. I love that family. Asatu said Mama Wendy was either drunk or looking for attention. I think it's all attention. Wendy's mom is a lot like Candace's mom. They love the camera. Poor Shacqueline said, have anyone ever seen kidney stones? First off, I didn't know they're actually a stone, and they're pretty, and they're really pretty, oddly. Oh no, I've never seen them. I just know they're hell. Tia B said her daughter has come a long way. Remember when Wendy first came on, her baby just got, yeah, she's so cute. Get like too old to be going under the knife, too old to be going under anesthesia. Ma'am, absolutely not. Thank you, Shonda. Shonda said, please like the video and subscribe to get NikkiStar to a 10K. Thank you. JG said, tell that to Portia's mama, please. But you know what? I think her mom does a lot of outpatient, not outpatient, like non-invasive. I think her mom does all of that. I think her mom does like cool sculpting and things like that because her mom gets work done and then like the next day you see her in like what do you call those body casts that you got to do for healing? And that's it. I think she does non-invasive. Now, Wendy's mom can do non-invasive, but going under the knife like that, and they got to slow your heart down and stop. No, mama. Miss Gigi said, my nosy 7-year-old looking at my phone talking about, Mommy, are you watching NikkiStar? Always in my business. Tell my baby I said, hey. I love them. I love that store. They are good at what they do. You know what? I feel like it's weird if you're not a good time girl, right? Because you've probably done more. So taking a shower is nothing, Asatu. Nothing. Hey, give me shelter. What's up? I didn't know that. I thought they were actually joking about that, Tia. I really, really did. Hey, yep, that's D said they went from being childhood sisters to I'm looking at her cooch. Mia had to say something. Because I think she didn't want to say, because, you know, probably their families are watching, that she had sex with her or that they had sex with, you know, one of her rich boyfriends or something like that. Asatu said Mia is a liar, but Jackie, you got to go ask Mia. That's weird. I honestly, it does seem weird in the moment, but I think she just didn't want to say anything because she doesn't know what Mia said to them. So I think she was just being like a good friend and being like, well, talk to me about it. Don't ask me about it. Because she didn't want to say anything and not know what Mia said. Because when Mia came over, she said, that's why I wanted them to bring you, because I wanted you to have your say as well. So I think she was just watching what she said about about Mia to the ladies. Poor thing. Miss T said Jacqueline didn't have any soap. Remember, she forgot it. Mia only shares at the same time. Satu said, Mia is a fun time girl in the dark. And okay. Yep, that's D said. Then Jack said she kissed Mia before. Then Mia said she has sex with him, so they both lie. And they talked before filming and forgot the story they put together, child. That could be true as well. That could be true as well. I see Jacqueline really going hard in the paint and probably lying to do whatever she needs to do for Mia. Because they do have a strong, or had, it seems like in this season, that's going to break up. But, it seems like they've been through a lot together as friends and have become sisters. Asado said, girl, why was Mia ready to share the shower but wasn't ready to share deodorant? Because she's a liar. Something don't make sense. Something don't make sense. Give Me Shelter said, Portia feels like a good time girl to me, but I know this ain't about her. You know what? You stay on Portia's neck, even when it's not about her. Yep, that's D said, the awkward what we about to say scene with Mia Gordon and Jacqueline told me all I needed to know. Yeah, that was a very, very awkward scene. And Gordon was just like, I don't want to sit over here. I want to sit in the middle. Why you want to sit in the middle? Right? And then Jacqueline's touching him, rubbing his arm, talking to him. She's just like, no, I don't like G like that. Like, that's, G is different from me. And they're like, yeah, no, because the ladies, I'm like, y'all trying to get your story straight on camera, and this was dumb of you. You should have got that together before the camera started rolling. Tia Bia said, yes, they were, Nikki. The streets was calling them. Oh, he sure does. But nobody did it like Kris Jenner. Nobody did it like Kris Jenner. Baby, you think her daughters got a long list? Oh, Kris Jenner was running in them LA streets. Baby, what her daughters did, she perfected. She taught them the game. That's the thing. I can't stand that family because all the culture vulture stuff, but my goodness, that woman taught her daughters the game. Satu said, but Evelyn never got the ring more than 45 days because she ain't studying under Kris Jenner. Listen. Oh yeah, you can send me stuff. Let me know when you send stuff to my Instagram. But that's the thing, like a lot of these ladies on these TV shows are good time girls that finally got a big fish and they could settle down with. Some people said her good time era, why that daughter got a different daddy. Who got a different daddy? Who we talking about? Who got a different daddy? Carmen said the whole time you were thinking of a name, I was thinking of Evelyn. Nah, I feel like the ultimate good time girl is Kris Jenner. I think she's I feel like they were all good time girls. I think all them girlfriends on that trip was all good time girls. I think, like, let's be real, guys. All of these ladies on these housewife shows were good time girls. That's why it always gets under my skin when they try to like hoe shame another woman. And slut shame, we call it slut shame. Me being from Philly, hoe shame. But I'm just like, are you seriously calling this woman a hoe and talking about all the things she slept with? Nobody on that cast can say anything. Nobody. Not Beverly Hills, not Atlanta, except for Candy. None of them. Not Jersey. None of these, not Dallas. None of them can say, not Dubai. None of them can say anything. Y'all, none of y'all was in the trenches with them dudes, and all of a sudden, y'all just be. You know what? Robin can say that. Robin can say that because she was with them since they were kids. But the rest of these ladies, let's be real. Real Housewives of Miami, good time girls who got a big fish. So we're not going to slut shame nobody just because you out of the game. Because one of them big fish took you out of the game. Let them good time girls, good time until they get taken out of the game as well. Miss T said, oh yeah, Heather from Salt Lake said, no, okay. She's not. But according to Whitney, Lisa Barlow is. Asatu also said, so Wendy told the true truth about Mia through a drink for what now? She is sleeping with other people with her husband. Yeah. So I don't know why she's mad about that, but then volunteering that information on the show. Weird. Lady 6916 said, it wasn't supposed to be a start to a tour. Yes, this is the start to Candace's tour. This was the start to Candace's tour. She was the best thing about it. Kara was the best thing about it. She was so funny. She was so funny. Well, they said they got 1 million downloads. So that's good. That's good. Oh, we're gonna pack that meet and greet out. I can't wait. Akusua said, I just want to know why the comments about chicken and the black man's beard that were made on a podcast not being addressed. Probably because the show was just like, it's too much. We're already hot with colorism. We can't, we can't do that. We can't tap into that. We're already at the max. Drewski said, because nobody listens to or cares about their Reasonably Shady podcast, I literally cannot think of a single time it's mentioned outside of the show, even by her fans on Twitter. Oh, even they are. So are they lying about the downloads? Momi said, I heard on Kempire that the tickets were really pricey, about $160. And since they didn't have any sponsors, I wonder if they didn't do any real promo for the event. That could be true as well. That could be true as well. But I'm like, out of all y'all followers, I don't know. That's just weird. That's just weird. Or it could have been slim because it was, not an actual meet and greet, but something that was put up by the show so that it can look like they had something when really it was just a fake scene. That could be true as well. Miss T said, how much profit did the podcast live make after the Bravo cut? Absolutely nothing. Bravo took that whole thing because they put it all together. They put it all together. Bravo got that theater. Bravo brought the film crew. They put that all together. 160? I feel like YouTubers could get that. Right? I feel like if Kempire did a live podcast, he could get that for those tickets and pack out that place. I think so. I feel like he could absolutely do that. Yasmin said, that's what I got from it too. Jacqueline knows that me is a liar and didn't want to say something different. I think so. Asatu said, Jacqueline, what? Jacqueline said that she checked her off camera and said she felt bad for Wendy, but I don't believe her. Didn't she say that Wendy should apologize to her and that she would not let her in? Yeah. She's probably backtracking now because Mia made her look stupid on TV. Epitome 16 said, when is somebody going to tell Giselle that things are not her business? Never, because she's good TV. CM said, I hope Robin gets asked about Chris at the reunion. And no, I didn't misspell. Hey, Shonda. Shonda said they should have coordinated on the lies before the cameras were up. Yeah, it just looked really fake and forced, and we all knew that something was going on, right? We knew that something was going on and that you guys are trying to put your story together. Josie said, Mia said that the car was in Jacqueline's name, not that Jacqueline bought it. I think it's clear that Mia and Gordon gifted it to her. Or Mia could be lying and acting like she actually got that for her. And Jacqueline, again, is not going to embarrass her friend, but probably is going to say something to Mia after. Because I guarantee you, if she gifted Jacqueline that car, there's a story behind it. There's a story behind it. And it's probably Jacqueline helping her out. Miss T said, we need Patricia's ex-girlfriend. Come tell all the tea. Yes. Also tell us about when did you start dating Peter? Because I still feel like the timeline is not making any sense. Makeup Addict said, Robin is bad with money. They spent $140 profit because, hold on, your comment got cut off. Oh, okay, here it is. Robin is bad with money. She meant 140 because, wait, what's going on? Your comment keep on getting cut off. I'm sorry. Miss T said, poor Mia, saying more joints opening soon. Haha, okay, girl. Yeah. What's going on with that, Andy? Get that information. Asatu said Bethany is what Omarosa said about her, and I will leave it at that. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But she was smart. She was smart. I'm checking my Instagram, CM. Juan, oh, this is CM said Juan left his family to be with this woman in Europe. She dipped after he got kicked out of the European League. What did he get kicked out for? Oh, he was over there. Well, he was over there for a decade. He was over there for a decade. Of course he got somebody. Of course he got somebody. Yeah, that makes sense. He was over there for a decade. You know what, Robin? I hope you got somebody too. I hope you got somebody too. 10 years, girl. SW Stars Entertainment said, I've said the same thing. To an extent, Giselle isn't the most entertaining housewife, but she has that villainous and shady church lady roll down packed. Yep. If you were raised in the South or the church, you know. Yep. She's good at it. She is good at it. Missy said, so how you skip over? Did y'all see them pictures? I said, Gabby got taste. Boho said, my mom said she'd rather have a baby than kidney stones again. Yeah, I heard it was brutal. Like, I literally watched my friend like just in fetal position, and there was nothing that could be done. Like, just screaming, vomiting. It was a lot. Miss T said, only people who are getting married get prenup. Rob worried about nothing. You sound like the grandam. Josie said, I'm surprised by how many tattoos Wendy's mom have. I never met an older Nigerian woman with ink. Listen, she got her ink and now she wants her boobs. Listen, mother is ready to play. Mother is ready to play. Thank you, Shonda. Bigging up my second channel, Nikki.Star at Home. I just posted a vlog over there. Please go check and support that. Also, make sure we get the likes up here. That's who I was thinking of. I didn't want to say that, but that's who I was thinking of when I was just like, Joe, I wouldn't play with my heart or my body at that age for cosmetic surgery. But yeah, she passed away after complications from a surgery. Jazz A said, cosmetic surgery. Jazz A said, wait. No. Oh no, she was the main. She was the main. She was the main. She moved on from him, allegedly. Let me move on. Miss T said, remember Portia's mom had to recover and couldn't do the family show? Y'all are so shady. Y'all would not let that lady rest. Y'all was just like, she got work done. Give me shelter. And here I was trying to think that, Portia's mom just didn't want to, be involved in a family drama. Y'all was like, no, Nikki, she got work done. Give me shelter said, Nikki.Star, did you watch What Happens Live? If so, do you think we could expect it to be disappointing during the reunion? I don't think Andy is going to hold their feet to the fire. He will never do that with Giselle. Never. That Giselle is his fave. Like, he's never going to do that. And I get why Giselle is his fave, because she does the work. She's good at what she does. Black Lavender said, Mia and Jacqueline got to get their stories together. Jacqueline has to stop protecting Mia, because Mia has never protected her. Miss T said, watch the interview with Make It Make Sense did. Oh, yeah, he sent me that. I have to watch that. I will. Thank you. He told me. He was just like, she's long with it, but it's good. Satu said, this might be the last season of the Real Housewives of Potomac that I will watch. I am gagging with you, but I'm always mad when I watch the episode. Yeah, I think they have the wisdom to turn it around. I think they can go back to being fun. I have hope for Atlanta. I still have hope for Atlanta. I'll keep hope alive for Potomac. Vanessa said, I wonder will Robin stay cordial with Karen after she comes for her fake relationship, or will she hold a grudge for another year like Wendy? No, she always drops her beef with Karen because Karen's a powerhouse, right? Karen's a powerhouse. And I think she always felt like Wendy was disposable, but I think now Giselle and Robin have learned they can't touch her. They're going to find somebody else, and it may be Mia if she comes back. Some people said Kris Jenner was going to die broke no matter what. Not the queen of the good time, girls. Miss T said big Kathy also trained her daughters to get the bag. Absolutely. But fortunately for her daughters, they were already pedigree, so they didn't have to do the work. Asatu says, so do you see? No, I don't. No, I don't see Wendy. I don't see Candace. I don't see Ric Flair as good time girls, because remember, Robin was with Juan. They met when they were 16. So they were high school sweethearts. So she didn't have to be a good time girl. And she also come from a different family where she didn't need that. Good time girls always are girls that come from, a certain kind of class, certain kind of financial background. And that's just the hustle. And you hustle who you can, right? You hustle rich foreign dudes, you hustle NFL players, you hustle rappers, you hustle the kind of guys that will think that you're the prize. And that's what they do. Asatu said, Chloe is not OJ's kid. She's looking just like her mama and is white. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. She has their nose. They them Orenthal James kids all got that strong nose from him. Anne Marie said Chris Jenner has an episode on Masterclass. I don't know if she delves into hoism. She should. She should. Dayla said, I was going to tell y'all some tea, but thank you, Lord, for catching me. Thank you, Lord, for catching me. It's Dayla said, wait, wasn't Candy in the streets too? LOL block. You know what? We no, we not. No. And Marie said Mia was upset when Wendy said woman. Oh, Wendy can read a little bit too. Drewski said, but yeah, no one ever mentions Reasonably Shady outside of the show or even mentions it on Twitter. What is a live show even for? It's basically like if I'm doing what I'm doing here with you guys, just being a part of it. You know who has done them and they've been really successful? My friends used to go all the time in New York. The Read. Oh my goodness. My friend would wait like for hours on end for those tickets to go live, and she would just get a bunch and take whoever. But she said she really enjoyed it. So you're basically just watching me do what I do here, but you know the audience is there and we're commenting and we're doing fun stuff. Let me tell you something. My live taping, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time whenever I can get to do it. But it's just basically, it's more like a fan event. It really is a fan subscriber event. It's just a way for you to connect with, you know, your viewers, the people who, you know, show up to your channel, show up to your podcast. They're really good if you do them right. Asatu said the only time Reasonably Shady was mentioned outside of Real Housewives of Potomac season was for the disgusting colorist remarks towards James Harden. I can't stand these two. Very true. LS said, I listen to Alexander Rogers reclap, and I'm glad he does it because I couldn't imagine listening to them for an hour, them and Carlos King. Carlos is really good, though. I don't listen to it all the time, but when I do, he normally drops nuggets that, like, I will listen to stuff like that if it's about stuff that I've never known, right? He does give you a lot of behind-the-scenes tea, and that's what I think his podcast is really good for, in my opinion. Miss T said, they dream too big, should have gotten a smaller venue to make it look like a packed show. Always go small, right? So you could be like, oh, the tickets are sold out. There's only 12 seats. But you don't need to know that. You don't need to know that. Yasmin said, Reasonably Shady isn't a bad podcast. It really does humanize Robin. But Giselle is unbearable on there, so I can't listen to every episode. Robin seems like she would be a very great person if she was not connected to Giselle. I think the friendship is just toxic, and I think their friendship makes the both of them look terrible, but I feel like outside of each other, they're great. Like, I love Giselle with Karen. I don't like Giselle with Robin. I think they bring out the worst in each other. Asata said, I hope someone throws a drink on Rick or Cutterzell or on both. Yeah, for them to say to Andy a drink is not that big of a deal. Okay, well, let's get a drink thrown on you and see how you react, right? Let a drink be thrown on somebody that you think is worthy on that cast and see how you react. Asatu also said, I will not participate in the lifestyle of those evil witches by listening to their podcast. I always wanted to like Ric Flair, but F that wrestler. I feel like she's great outside of Giselle. They're not good for each other. CM said he was calling her the love of his life in 2012 and then had to come right back home to Robin and her kids. Ooh, it's giving Lenny. It's giving Liddy Hotchinstein. Drewski said, oh my God, Gabby got taste. Kathy said the prenup will benefit Juan because Robin's going to lose her money again in taxes. She's terrible with money. I think she has a financial advisor now, if she's smart. Yeah, that is true as well. Hey, Vaca. Vaca said, hey, Nikki, have you caught up on a Durban yet? Yes, and I'm just going to do a full review of the season just because the episodes in the beginning were really slow. It took them a long time to pick up. So I'm just going to do my full review, overall thoughts, probably sometime this week. Do you believe Renna is coming back? I would rather Mia or anybody else stay on Mia Gizzy or anybody else stay on the show. The thing about it is, and I know the fans don't like Renna, right? But the thing about it is, y'all made her a hot commodity, right? Because when she was at BravoCon, like for me, I was just like, there's no way Renna's coming back. Then I saw Rena at BravoCon, and I was like, she's absolutely coming back. Here's why. When she walked out on stage, everybody was booing that woman, right? If y'all didn't want her to come back, the best thing you could have did was not react to her at all. Not say anything, get quiet, leave, because that then shows the network that you're repulsed by her. But the fact that y'all still gave her a reaction, right? The fact that she was still trending and the show wasn't on. She is money. She is viewership. Lisa Rinna has now become the Meghan McCain of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the person that you tune in to watch because you love to hate them. As long as the fan base loves to hate her, she ain't going nowhere. I'm telling you. And y'all watch that live, my BravoCon live. I was just like, oh, she's coming back. That reaction right there, I was just like, the best thing if y'all didn't want her back, don't react to her at all. If people would have left and not reacted to her, that would have been a clear sign to the executives. But because she had even though it was booze, it was a huge reaction. The biggest reaction that anybody got on that panel. So I was like, she's absolutely coming back. Now, maybe her takedown season, but I knew she was coming back. I knew she was coming back. Has that been confirmed, Give Me Shelter? I hope so. I hope so. I've been saying that. I was like, come back. I want her back. I want Nene back. I want Portia back. Like, they have stuff to talk about. They have interesting storylines. Let's do it. I'm going to ask if I can break this, but I got some tea about the casting of one show. But I'm going to ask first if I can break it before I say anything. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. Shonda said, thanks everyone for joining at NikkiStar Live. Please like and subscribe for more great content. Thank you. Yasmin said, Chloe looks exactly like their cousins from Armenia. She is Rob's kid. Oh, good. Because she didn't look like nobody in that family. Hey, Jen Bunny 1984 said, nah, she looks like that. Yes. Yes, Jen Bunny. She does look like that hairstylist. She does. And Chloe was trying to bring that up on the show, and Chris shut that down real quick. Hey, Eros. Hey, Nikki. Glad to catch a live of yours. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. My friend Zaraya, she loves it. She loves it. She was trying to get me tickets, but I couldn't get there in time. She was just like, you were having such a good time, Nikki. She would have such a great time with those. But they're really good. They're really, really good. Tia B said, I've been to one of the Reed's live shows in Charlotte about 5 years ago. Yeah, people said they had a great time. I will say this about Teddy's podcast. She has a way of getting people, her and the other one, I forgot her name. She has a way of getting people who come on the show to say things that, like, just like Carlos King. Sometimes we are allowed certain perspectives and behind the scenes tea that you would not get had it not been for that platform. So listen, at least Teddy got something, right? We know she'll never be on Beverly Hills again, but at least she got something. Asatu said Carlos is good, but I won't listen to the podcast. Horribly nasty, even even if he's on it. Yes, Vodka. It's a step up from calling her RHOP. She did. She did. Miss GG88 said, I agree about Durban. It took a while to pick up steam. I almost gave up. I have a few more episodes left. Yeah, it took a while. We finally got to it. Like, no shade, until we got into the like baby mama drama, I was like, this is boring. But the baby mama drama was so interesting because I'm like, girl, why you mad at her? Why you mad at the woman he wifed? Like, you gotta be mad at the dude. Like, she keeps on trying to start something with her. Sierra said it's weird though, because I played that clip tons of time and barely heard the booze, unfortunately. Well, yeah, people were saying that it was like booze and all kinds of screams and chatter. I said the same thing. I was like, it didn't sound like booze to me. But the people who were there said that they were booing her. And the guy who filmed it said that she was being booed. Hey, Koku. Koku said Real Housewives of Atlanta was on life support when Nene left. Portia leaving killed the show, and now they're trying to bury it 6 feet under by bringing Sophia back. Why? Listen, they had a good little formula, and, you know, some people got too big for their britches, and I think it was good to maybe cut some people and humble them. But now, Andy, you got to get the gang back together. Chocolate Capricorn said the Megan McCain of Housewives. Man, talk about an insult. She is at this point. She is at this point because you need a villain, and she said it. She said, "I'm the villain you love to hate," and she's right. Asatu said, "Let me tell you, I don't live to hate her, and I'm not watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills no more. I only gave it a new chance because of Garcelle." Yeah. I think the thing about it is, Rita didn't start off as a villain. She started off as a very great housewife and then just formed into this like sickening villain, right? And I think what people are saying are, we missed who you were in the beginning. That was, everybody loved watching that. But then she turned into this villain that is just awful. But she gets a reaction, and that's why she does what she does. Hey, so Steph, thank you for being here late or not. Glad you're here. I know. I just have to, Donna, let me get some, I gotta get, I don't want to get in trouble. So as soon as I can get a go ahead, I'll let y'all know. Hey, Chocolate Capricorn said the people of Real Housewives of Atlanta had the best storylines. What a shame. True. Hey, Jim Buddy, thank you for being here. You know what? I'm good on the old Nene. I feel like from what I've seen of her outside of the show recently, I would love to see that. I would love to see, Nene, how her life after her husband has gone forth and taking care of her son, who was just in the hospital, and just how life goes on after such tragedies, and just, I don't know. I think life has humbled her a bit. And I think she's probably in a much better place. We'll see. We'll see, Jesse. Busola said, "Hey, Star family, I have to catch what I missed on the replay gang." No worries. Thank you for being here. Satu said, "Did you hear about Jen trying to do an ITW with Andy instead of doing the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion?" What's the ITW? I did hear about her fake stuff. I'm not surprised. That's not shocking to me. Guys, a lot of rich people do fake stuff, buy a lot of fake stuff. I was at an event and it was a celebrity friend invited me and my sister to this event. It was like all these celebrities, and it was just basically a shopping bazaar for, just rich women, celebrity women or whatever. And we were like, we're not, like, why are you inviting us? We're not buying nothing, because you had to buy stuff. She was like, you'll be my guest. Just come and have fun. So we go to this event, right? Me and my sister were gagging in the car on the ride home. They were all buying this fake stuff. All of this stuff was fake, but it was good fakes. But all of this stuff was fake. All of it. And they were buying it up. Now, there were some real pieces thrown in, but the majority of the stuff was fake, and everybody knew it. Everybody knew that the stuff was fake. That's why everything was deeply discounted. But that's how them rich people live. They fool you with all that stuff. They're not buying them $150,000 Birkin bags. They're buying a knockoff, right? And then Birkin will send them the real deal, and they'll post it on Instagram or Twitter, or or just be shot with the paparazzi take a picture and then walking out of Nobu with it. And that's how they get that payback. But a lot of them wear fake stuff. So I was not shocked by Jen Shah. That ain't nothing new. Drewski said, "Rena got desperate and turned on everyone close to her for TV. She's like a worse bad future Ashley Darby. To be quite honest with you, we're not going to disrespect Ashley Darby." Satu said, "I would keep Kyle and Era as a villain, but if Rena and Diana are in, I'm out." Oh, there's no way Diana's coming back. No way. They didn't even bother to get her here for the reunion. I did not believe that woman had COVID. I believe they told her stay home. You're not needed. But the thing about it is, I don't know what they're going to say to Kathy to get her to come back, because Kathy said, when TMZ interviewed her, she said, "I am not coming back if Lisa's coming back." And I just feel like, to lose such a big fish like Kathy, I don't know if I would do that. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. Portia said, "I honestly think Portia isn't needed." Now, Nene is another story, even though I'm not really a fan, but she messed that up. I think Portia does have an interesting story with her. She's married now. She's married to Simon. And like at this point, you cannot not talk about it, right? You got to talk about it at this point. That's your whole husband. Yasmin said, I don't think Rena is a good antagonist. I don't think so either. She isn't being authentic, and that's just very noticeable. I think so too, but I have to be real with you. I think all of the drama that she has caused on that show, everything is very scripted, right? Because the fans were in an uproar recently because all of the ladies were seeing, especially Polly Pocket. What is Polly Pocket's name? Polly Pocket, the white lady from Atlanta, not Erica. Polly Pocket, what is her name? Anyway, they were all filmed together, I think, at the People's Choice Awards, and everybody was just like, oh my goodness, y'all all still hang out with each other. And I'm just like, guys, at the end of the day, they're co-workers. They're not besties, but I think a lot of the scenes that they film are scripted and redone and rehashed for the viewers to see. I don't think any of them are in a bad place like they were. The only housewives that I think are in a bad place are Candy and Phaedra, because I think they had a real friendship, and I think Phaedra crossed the line with Candy. Outside of that, I feel like all of this stuff is just fake. Fake. Some people said buying fake makes sense in case you get robbed. Very true. Very, very true. LS said, I wonder why Carlos doesn't highlight more of his projects. What's going on with the Encore? Or can we discuss R&B divas? He's attaching himself to the Housewives unnecessarily. He has his own body of work. But the Housewives gets him streams. People are going to tune in for that, right? And then if you're tuning in for that, then he can throw in his new show, The Encore. He's building. He's building. And I think it's very smart. It was great. I can't wait for him to do that again. I think he's going to do it with male artists this time, which would just be extremely chaotic and great TV. Oh, they made peace? I didn't know that, Tia. So everybody's back. Everybody's back. Asatu said ITW means interview. I thought so. I just wanted to have clarity. Thank you. Yes, Sutton. So everybody was in her comments like, you still hang out with her? And so then after that, Sutton started posting pics with everybody else outside of Rena to make it seem like she doesn't like her and stuff like that. And then Rena did an Instagram story, and she was like, "Oh, we're all back at the People's Choice Awards," and she got Sutton, who was sitting next to her, and Sutton was like, "Ugh, I don't like her," and Rena was like, "Yes, you do." Like, they're all cool. They just put on a show for you guys, and that's why I just always I always say that to the fan base. It's just like, let these women get their money and just leave it be. Like, let them do what they're gonna do. They got to do what they got to do for a check. If you enjoy the show, just let them be. Asatu said, I don't think Garcelle is in a good place with Kyle. Really? Really? They seem like they were in good spirits. Yasmin said, Carlos doesn't just review Housewives. He does pretty much all reality TV, which is good. Which is good because that builds his brand. That builds like his podcast brand, and people are getting a lot of money on podcasts. Like not too long ago, I forget these two guys from Philly, they just signed $100 million with Barstool. Like people are listening to podcasts. I'm trying to get into it, guys. We'll see. I like this better, but I know that the podcast is a lot easier for people to have access to. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let me get out of here, fam. It is late and I still have not eaten anything. Ciao. Let me get out of here. But thank you all so much for joining me. I had a really, really good time. I stayed longer than I intended because I had so much fun. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for something. I think, oh yeah, pop culture. We're going to talk about some pop culture. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, because we talked about it briefly, but I didn't do a live on it. We just had like a quick discussion. But I told y'all about that preacher. I told y'all he faked that robbery. We won't get into that. I told y'all he faked that robbery. I said, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. We have thugs in a community, but thugs ain't going in and robbing churches on a Sunday morning. No. Absolutely not. But yeah, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into some other stuff, and then I have 2 more fun lives that I want to do later in the week. We'll see how those go, but that'll be for tomorrow. Love you all so much, Star family. Thank you all for stopping by. Please make sure you like the video, and I'll see you tomorrow for something else. Love ya. Good night. So long. Farewell.